450 prophets of Baal, and they're just looking at Elijah because he's the only one standing up there by himself. And they're just looking at him going, this guy's an idiot. This guy's just ruined all of our water that we've got left. This guy is just, he's going to kill us all with his just his crazy thoughts, his crazy ideas. He's doing things that's going to hurt every single one of us. And Elijah just kind of calmly and cool, and just kind of calm and cool over there, walks up to the altar, and he starts praying to God. And he calls out to God. And let's see what he actually calls out to God here. It says, let's see. Here's Elijah's prayer. At the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, Elijah the prophet came near and said, O Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, today let it be known that you are God in Israel, and that I am your servant, and that I have done all these things at your word. Answer me, O Lord, answer me, that this people may know that you, O Lord, and that you, O Lord, are God, and that you have turned their heart back again. Verse 38. And the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt offering and the wood and the stones and the dust and licked up the water that was in the trench. And when the people saw it, they fell on their faces. And they said, the Lord, He is God. The Lord, He is God. And Elijah said unto them, seize the prophets of Baal. Don't let one of them escape. I'm going to stop there for just a second. The fire just comes crashing down. And you can just imagine the water just gets thrown everywhere. The sacrifice is lit up. And just the altar just almost exploded right there in that one setting. He calls down the fire of God. Somebody sent me a message this morning, and it was I've never got a message like this before. It was a prayer request, and it was a prayer request from a friend, and someone who we've been keeping up with for a long time, and she has a little daughter. She was divorced when she was younger, and the daughter's she was been divorced. The daughter's about 6 years old. She's been divorced from her ex-husband for about 4 years now, so you can imagine the gap there. And she sent me a message this morning. She said, Jeff, I need you to be in prayer. Chloe, the little girl, they just took her to the doctor, and they found out she has an STD. 6 years old. That can only mean one thing. And it was like, how do you react to that? As a person, as a man, I'm angry. As a Christian, I know that we battle not against flesh and blood. But I'm sitting there going, oh my gosh, how can someone be so evil? So evil. That they would literally just, do something like that. And I think that's not the only situation that's going on in this world. That's one of many. There are people that are going through situations on a daily basis. A friend of mine, when I was growing up, her and her husband was one of my major mentors growing up. And I woke up one morning and I get a phone call. Well, he was leaving his work. He worked over at Walgreens in a warehouse, and as he was walking out, something happened up top, and there was a forklift overhead, and it snapped, and the whole load fell on him, and it just crushed him right then and there. His wife didn't even get the phone call till 6 in the morning. This happened at 2:30 at night. And she's just wondering all night, where's my husband? Where's my husband? And she's calling up at work, and they say, well, you know what? We'll just have to call you back. We'll have to call you back. They wouldn't even tell her. Until 6 in the morning, somebody finally got on the phone and said, your husband was killed at work today. And you can just imagine that. The famine that was in her life. And just imagine this girl, the famine that's they're going through. And people go through situations every single day that literally change your life just like that. Mm-hmm. It happens. It's all around us. It just it becomes something, and it's up to us to determine which direction we're going to face. Elijah hit it head on. Why in the world are we serving two gods here? Because on the one hand, when we have a famine, we can cry out and we can think we are doing everything right. And we can think we're doing everything on our own. And we just search out for other people. We search out for, which none of that's bad. But sometimes we search out and we reach out to things that aren't good. Sometimes we reach out to alcohol. Sometimes we reach out to drugs. Sometimes we reach out to sex. Sometimes we reach out to things that can comfort us just for a little bit of time. Some of us reach out to ice cream. I'm just going to be honest with you. Gluttony is a problem, right? As you can see right here. All right? Gluttony is a problem. Some of us, Colton right here, we're serving the wrong God. We're serving the wrong God. Yeah. Think about this. When there's something